Hi Ultimate Gardeners, welcome back to the Ultimate Gardening channel. My name is Emmanuel Arce, well known to be the Ultimate Gardener. Come join me in becoming an Ultimate Gardener day by day. So in today's exciting inspiring video, I want to give you guys a detailed video on the angel trumpet tree. This is one of the most prettiest ornamental trees you could grow in your backyard, but there's a few things you need to learn when growing them, and there's one main fact you need to learn, which I'm going to be giving towards the end of this video, so please stay tuned with us. Here's a huge warning sign. I know I kind of paused the video right where it is because I want to give you guys this warning now. I know I said I was going to say it later on in the video, but I feel you guys have the right to learn it now. This plant is a very toxic plant to humans and any animal living on this earth. If any animal or human gets to consume this plant, they could get severely sick to the point of even dying from this plant. So please be careful on what's handling this plant. If you're a beginner gardener, I recommend you wearing gloves. If you touch the flowers or the leaves just by on top, you should be fine. But if the leaves break or anything, please wear gloves. Please, I highly recommend it because I do not want anybody to get hurt or even pass away due to a plant. I know some people use it for the absolute wrongest purpose out there. Please only use them for their ornamental purposes, which are their flowers, and only for that. Nothing more, nothing less. So here's the huge warning for you guys on the angel trumpet tree. So now let's go back to the video. So let's talk about our first topic, is how to grow them. They're a full sun loving plant. They like 6 to 7 plus hours of direct sunlight in order to thrive. One thing you do need to keep in note is that their flowers are very similar to morning glory or moon flowers. Their flowers open up during the evening or early in the morning throughout the entire night. If it's a very sunny day, they will close during the day, but if it's a cloudy day like today, I'll have a lucky enough chance to see them open throughout the day. Like you see me with the tree behind here. Look how it's beautiful it is. Mine is an orangey-ish color and it's in full bloom currently. Second, they are some type of water bog plant. They really love water, so they can handle some water. So this area I'm standing in right now is a very wet area. It tends to accumulate a lot of water here, so this tree will do amazing here. So make sure they get some type of supply of water every day because they do like moisture around their root ball, and if you plant them, you will have to expect some wilting within the few days, but it should bounce back throughout the evening. But make sure they were getting supplemental water every day throughout the week. Third is that they require support. Their trunks are not so sturdy because they could become bushes or trees, depends on how you train them to be. So if you train them into a tree, they are not so sturdy. As you can see, they easily are fragile and they break easily. So I recommend putting in a large stake like mine has, so in case if you live in a very windy area, your tree won't bend or break or possibly even fall over or topple over during the wind. So make sure some type of support system is on your tree. Number 4 is that they do like to have fertilizer here and there. They're not heavy feeders, but they do like to get a little bit of feed here and there. So I would recommend giving them a slow release fertilizer throughout their growing season. I recommend fertilizing when they're not in bloom. So when you fertilize them when they're not in bloom, they will accumulate so much nutrition value in their plant system to the point where they will burst into flowers like the tree behind me is right now. It has currently around 7 or 8 flowers opening and around 4 that are closed right now. So we have a couple of flowers on this tree. Next is that they do like to get pruned. As you guys notice with this tree, it's a very naked tree. They are well known to be grown with very little leaves on their plants, but to promote more foliage growth, because as you guys know, that's how the photosynthesis process works, you do want to prune so it can promote more bushier type plant instead of a more naked type plant. So you want to make sure you prune them towards the end of the season if you live in an area where you're able to, because I know in other growing zones, I believe where you guys do have a winter, these are way too delicate and way too, we could say, tender to grow in your area because they are a very delicate plant to grow. So I recommend growing them in an area where you don't have such a harsh winter. For example, we could say zones 9 and above. If you live in a zone A, depends on where you are, you could grow these. But I'll put an exact information on the screen for you guys to check out on what's the hardiness zones for these plants, but they do like some type of pruning here and there throughout their growing season. So that's gonna be it for this exciting spreading video, you guys. Once again, this video is dedicated on the angel trumpet tree, one of my favorite trees in my entire garden due to its beautiful flowers and the elements of formality as well as a bright pop it brings into the garden. So thank you all so much for watching this video. May God bless you and your family, and never forget to grow big, Ultimate Gardeners. Bye guys.